Hey, it's Hunter here. I wanted to take a moment to talk about what I'm currently working on with my course at MIT and XPro. We're starting off learning a little bit about how to use GitHub and, of course, using Git Bash to actually upload files to it. And we've started making a first website, and I have put a few JavaScript and HTML pieces in there. To get to my website, you actually go to my name, hunterwarburton.github.io, and it takes you to my first web page. And much more fun, I've made a little JavaScript game that runs in the browser. So we click on the Starfield Space Shooter link, and it takes you right to my first JavaScript game, and you can see it's running right now. So I'll take a moment to explain a little bit about what's going on. Over here, you can see the HTML code for this page. It's super simple. It just sets up the word Starfield Space Shooter. It sets up a canvas, which is where all of the game is drawn. And then it loads the JavaScript code to play the game. And over here is the JavaScript code. You can see going through, I've set a handful of variables. And really, as you look at the whole game, it's just drawing a whole bunch of circles. And that's what it does. The stars in the background, the little blue dots scrolling downward, they're all drawn the same way. And then I set different ones to make a little parallax. So you can see there's 4 different layers of stars. The close-up ones move quickly and are bigger. Far away ones move really slowly and are smaller. Having several fields kind of creates the illusion of depth. As we go through the whole game, I have a game tick, which is kind of like the main set of code that's called every so often. I set the interval to 30. It's close to 60 frames per second, not quite. But the whole game is just run off of drawing points, controlling where they go, and then drawing circles around them. It's pretty simple. Every single piece is spawned, moved, drawn, and I've set arrays to hold each and every circle so that they can be checked. For the star field, there's arrays of arrays as you go through, so it just kind of runs, and it's really neat to kind of copy paste code and make more things, make more and more. One of the more interesting pieces of this game, I think, is the way the enemies shoot. In order to achieve them aiming at the player, I have them finding their space and then checking where the mouse position is, and they find a vector pointing that direction. I then normalize the vector and use that to get both an x-axis speed and a y-axis speed that the bullet should move in, and they always point towards the mouse. I think that's pretty cool. As you can see here, every time the player gets hit with a bullet, they lose a point. So as I've been standing still, I have lost a lot of points. But every time you pick up, every time you collide with one of those white power-ups, you gain points, and your bullets start firing a little faster and faster, and eventually you get to the point where you can start gaining some points. So there's actually a little bit of fun to be had in this game. But just a quick little exercise to see what can be done in JavaScript and HTML. I hope to well, actually, I think I can improve on this game a whole lot by, one, including more graphics. I don't have to draw everything as circles. It just makes it really simple to start off copy and pasting circle code. But I can draw some more pixel graphics. I think I can also make it more fun with having different kinds of blasts. And as I already have the code for collecting these white power-ups, I can easily make them do different things. So I think there's a lot I can improve with to make this game more fun and more interesting. But for the first really assignment, my first foray into making a website using GitHub, using JavaScript, using HTML, I had a lot of fun learning just how to put everything together. I look forward to the next video and seeing what next I get to create.